Welcome everyone, Joe with ECRM here at our Euro sessions in Frankfurt, Germany. And with me is Angie from Kardia. Now they make the Kardia mobile device, which you see a lot. You may see on commercials. I've seen them on commercials. And I think right now is a great time for it, especially for people like me that are doing a lot of self-monitoring of their health. So Angie, thank you so much for joining us. To start off, can you give everybody an overview of Kardia and the products that you have here?
Yes, absolutely. Kardia is on a mission to make quality healthcare available and accessible to all at an affordable price. And so we have 3 devices that give you a medical grade personal EKG. And the introductory level is 79. We also have for 109 a literal credit card that fits into my wallet that I carry around. And for 129, this is a 6-lead personal EKG for 6 views of your heart and 6 times the heart data, which cardiologists really appreciate.
This is really cool because I love the credit card one because it's so convenient. And actually all of the devices are convenient because they're so small and easy to use. I did test it out and my heart is in good condition. I had a good heart rate, it was 61 beats per minute. But I think the reason why this attracted me and why I think it's the right time for it is because, and let me know if you're seeing this too with the current customers, is that, you know, I'm in my 50s and me and a lot of my friends in my age group are really focused on longevity, right? Especially you had the pandemic and that brought that to the fore of everybody's minds. Mm-hmm. So what I'm doing things now so that when I'm 70, when I'm 80, I'm healthier. I don't have the problems that typical, a lot of people would encounter. So I'm doing more, eating well, working out, getting my sleep, but I'm also self-monitoring, like I mentioned in the intro. So I'm not just going to the doctor, but I'm consulting with the doctor. I'm doing numerous tests. Based on the tests, I'm tweaking this, I'm tweaking that, and so when I see the commercials for the device and I saw that you were here, that's why I wanted to talk to you, because this is like right up my alley. It's perfect for this group of customers. So what are you seeing with the consumers that are using?
Well, we're seeing a lot of the same, Joe. Mm-hmm. I mean, people want to be proactive with their health. Yeah. And instead of sitting at home and worrying or wondering, or I have a friend, she's in her 40s, she went to urgent care and found out it was heartburn. Yeah. So she thought it was AFib. So now you can sit in your living room and in 30 seconds you can have a medical grade EKG and then you can stay home and know that it's nothing serious. And then the other portion of people are those with a diagnosed heart condition who, again, can have instant information at home, 30 seconds, and can also share that information even within the free app. They can email their EKGs to their doctor or to anyone that they choose to.
Okay, and that's another segment, another demographic that is important too, is the ones with existing conditions, because at least I would think they will want to stay on top of it and at least know if they're feeling like they're going into AFib, that confirms it. And if they're having a panic attack, they know it's that and not something else. But now you also have subscriptions, right?
We do. The devices come with a free app, and the free app you can email, you can share your EKG via email. You can track, if you enter your own blood pressure, and you can track different things that way. But with the paid subscription, let me go back to the free for 1 sec. Sure. For the free app, you can also add on you can have a board certified cardiologist in your state review any EKG for $39, or you can book a consultation either via phone or video with a board certified cardiologist in your state, and that's $79. Or you can add on a Kardia Care subscription, which is $13.99 a month for additional benefits. And the number one reason why people add that on is because with that additional data, you get access to more data, which can diagnose a cardiologist, again, can diagnose more conditions
Okay.
with that additional data. There's other features like Kardia Alert, where if we see a change in your baseline EKG, we will alert you. You can set up automatic sharing of your data with someone that you love. We store your data in the cloud, so it's easily, you don't lose it. Just a host of other benefits that come with the subscription.
Now, if I remember correctly from the TV commercial, is this FSA eligible?
It sure is,
Okay.
and the subscription is as well. So both the device and the subscription.
That's a good point too, because it almost makes it a no-brainer. So now you are making the foray into brick and mortar, right? You've been direct to consumer through the commercials online. So what's your goal now?
Well, it's that accessibility piece. So about 85% of consumer products are still sold in store, and there's just a portion of people that we won't reach by being solely online.
Yeah.
So if we want to realize our goal to bring affordable and accessible heart health care to all, then we have to be where everyone is shopping, and that's at retail.
And I think I'm just guessing here, educated guess, that older consumers, a lot of them are making regular trips to the pharmacy or when they think of a medical type of device, they would think, the shelves behind the counter in the pharmacy, that's where they all are. So they're used to going into the store for that.
True. And I've been seeing more and more data around the prevalence of in-store trips for people over the age of 50. And also, even Gen Z are starting to come back to the stores more often. So I think there's a trend toward the physical shopping experience right now.
Well, I still go to stores. So, I do my online shopping, but I live in New York, so I have a lot of stores by me. And but yeah, I think so. Like I said, I think the timing is right for this. A lot of people are doing this. They're really self-monitoring. They're into functional medicine. They're into preventative care. So this is just right in line with that. How are the buyer meetings going? What kind of feedback are you getting from the buyers here?
Our meetings have been fantastic. I've given away all the samples that I came here with, so that's a good sign.
That's excellent, yeah.
And I think that everyone is if you're into health and wellness, you're seeing this trend of people wanting to self-monitor, self-correct, be proactive, and Kardia fits right into that.
It does.
It's been great.
Awesome. And now you're no stranger to ECRM.
No, that is true.
Tell everybody about your history and your experience over the years.
I think maybe 20 years.
Oh, more than me, longer than me.
So for about 15 years, I was working with emerging brands and helping them to succeed with the major retailers. And so I've launched some really great brands here at ECRM, and also gotten some new clients after they've attended an ECRM and received feedback from retailers that they just weren't on point, or retailers just weren't getting the selling story, or weren't understanding the market need. And I would help clients to define that need, get their packaging right and their sales materials, and it was very rewarding. That's
an important part of the equation that a lot of brands, I think new brands, that especially if they're coming from outside the CPG industry, they're not familiar with. They don't realize that the feedback and that is part of the process. It's you're getting the feedback, but you got to act on it. And that's where you came in, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then this way you come back, just like, this is what we did based on your feedback. Check it out. And usually they're very appreciative if they see their idea or their suggestions show up in your packaging, in your formulation, or in a process that maybe you fixed supply chain issues or something. So it's that ongoing process. So you have a lot of experience with that.
Absolutely. I have a funny story about that.
Oh, let's hear it.
Well, one time I was doing a joint webinar with a buyer, and he said to the group, if I don't understand your product, that's on you. And I just had to laugh because he was a food buyer. Yeah. And how could you not understand what a food product is? But yet, sometimes the brands are so close to their products that it doesn't come clear what it is. So it's just that fresh perspective is sometimes really important.
Yeah, and everybody loves their own babies. They love their own babies, and it's all. And if you're only getting feedback from your friends and family, of course, it's going to be overwhelmingly positive. I actually talk to brands about, in some cases, they can leverage ECRM as like a large focus group for product development. There was one case where there was a buyer, a brand, pet brand from Brazil, and he wanted to enter the U.S. market, and he wanted feedback on how he should change his packaging. So he came to a session with no intention of making a deal, just wanted to ask the buyers what he should do to his packaging for the U.S. market. Based on that information, he came back 2 years later with a whole brand refresh, knocked it out of the park.
And that's smart because it's probably less expensive than
Yes.
consumer research.
Yes, yeah, and it's more
And
relevant.
more effective.
Yeah, it's more relevant because these are
Absolutely.
the people who are going to make the decisions, put it on the shelf, and they know they're like representatives of their consumers. So, and it worked out well for him. He did very well. So, so it's good to see that you're in that process. So, well, listen, I wish you the best of luck. I know this is going to do well because you're right on trend. The timing is perfect. So I look forward to seeing the devices on the shelves at retail.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for joining us.
It was fun.